I was trying to do an IG clip. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's too much. So he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord. What the man is supposed to do is a giving. Okay, it's supposed to be a giving. We are Christ in a relationship. We are Jesus. So, we die for our wives. Our wives not called to love us. We called to love them. We treat them as our own body. One does not hate his body. The whole Ephesians 5, you go to Corinthians, go to Colossians, dwell with your wife in a loving manner. Sisters specifically. He that finds a wife, and, supposed to be a wife when you find. We have to really break this down. And one of the main things I see with sisters, they want to go work on their body. They want to go work out. And that's commendable. Love it. You want to go to school to get degrees, and that's commendable. Love it. But the thing is, sisters get caught up on how they look in these pictures. Body looking good, and they got degrees, and they making money, and they get lost in it. Seek ye first the kingdom, and all things be added on to it. They're saying, they have standards in which you're supposed to have, but a lot of sister standards go from faith standards to worldly standards. Like, okay, I want a brother to match my fly. Okay, by all means, have a brother that match your fly. Okay, if a brother is a man of God, but he don't have this, that, and the third, wait for that brother that you want to have this, that, and the third. There's one thing I would tell you, and I've learned this myself. When you ask God for something, he laughs, because he know what you need, and you know what you want. And that's not to say to lower your standards. By all means, don't compromise yourself, but just give yourself a heart check on, are those standards of the world, or all those standards of your faith? And you need sisters, not only here to be the person. I would say it like this: sisters, have wise counsel. Wise counsel is somebody that can give you the word. You don't so much give it back to them, but they just, you check in. Whether they walking you through a discipleship class, they walking you through anything that, just growing your faith, just making sure you're growing spiritually. Somebody just knows the word, so you can give them your situation, and they can break it down through the word and see you through the spirit. You need an accountability partner. Accountability partner is somebody that you can call when, say, if you in the house and you about to Netflix and chill, and you like, girl, I know I ain't supposed to be here, and they can hold you accountable on things like that and keep you on the path. We're supposed to walk together. The word speaks of the elder sisters are supposed to grab the young woman and raise them up. That's really missing in the church. So have wise counsel and accountability partner. I heard sisters say, my accountability partner is Jesus, and that's cool. But you love Jesus, and he loves you back. He never forsakes you, but you need a sister. You need somebody who you can physically walk with. And you can talk to Jesus and call him, but you need somebody who, can give you those heart checks and say, girl, you tripping, you doing too much. You need that. And the most important part of that wise counsel and that accountability partner is that you wanting to be a wife. What happens is you're going to get in that marriage and you're going to have a great time, and you're going to have hard times. When you go to those hard times, you need somebody of faith to go to. Not your friends that's in the world that's going to say, girl, go to party, girl, do this. They're going to walk you into the world, and the world's going to walk you away from your marriage. You need spiritual, your sisters in church, your wise counsel that you can turn to, because they're going to turn you to God, and God is going to turn you back to your husband. That is the most important and key, essential part of that counsel and that accountability partner when you're in a marriage. And sisters got to get off of, I don't need this, I don't need that. You got to come off of it. We call it be meek and humble, and accountability partner, wise counsel, all that stuff is part of submitting to God. Serving in church, tithing, that's all part of submitting to the Lord. So if you can't do these things that submit you to Jesus, submit you to God, you're not going to be submitted to your husband. And that's all spiritual submission. Tithing, all that stuff, that ain't got nothing to do with no dishes, no laundry, that's authority. That ain't submission. I'm talking about spirituals. If you're not submitted to your Lord and Savior, you're not going to be able to submit to your husband. Pure blank, point blank, simple. You're not. And all of that stuff that you're preparing yourself to be a wife, that's that submission that people are talking about. Being submitted to Jesus, being submitted to God. And that's it. Study how to be a wife. Study Proverbs 31. There's men out here that's studying. Must you study husband? I'm in a class with divorced men, engaged men, and married men. Men that want to be godly husbands, that want godly marriages, that love their wives, and they want to love their wives to their maximum capacity. And that only can be achieved through loving their wife through the Spirit, learning how to love their wife through God's eyes, learning how to have the heart of Jesus for their wife. This is a continual learning thing. You never get away from it. Men go to these husband classes sometimes twice a year, and these husband classes, like, man, they could be like 3 to 6 months. You could be in a husband class all year round, but your wife is worth it, and we know that, so we there. My future wife is worth it. His present wife is worth it. He's trying to learn from his ex-wife so he doesn't have to have another ex-wife. Sisters got to have that same effort. You need to learn how to be a wife. So when your husband sees you, he sees that small, still spirit. He sees that quietness. He can see your spiritual strength just magnified, but you just quiet. He sees your prayer. He sees your worship. He can see it in you. Then when he talks, you speak with the fruits of the Spirit. You embody it. And we see that. We see it. And then when you don't have it, we see that too. Some no callbacks, no second dates. Brothers ain't gonna waste time. The brothers are serious. Not gonna waste time. Can we be friends? No, we can't be friends. I'm looking for my wife. When I find my wife, I don't want nobody around me. I don't want her to worry about nothing, because all I got time for is her, my kids, and God. That's it. I'm going to serve, I'm going to sow, I'm going to do my evangelism, but God, wife, kids, I'm ready for you. Bam, your spot is here. It's already theirs. You know what I mean? Stop trying to be brothers' friends. Stop trying to have these male friends. Stop being afraid to be lonely, Nah. Men walk up to you, you got all these men around you. Oh, that's my friend, that's my friend. You don't look like a wife, sis. I'm sorry. That looks like a lie. Well, I can get rid of all of them, all let them go. I hear you, but you look crowded. You got a lot going on. We'll see what happens, but I'll hit you back in a little bit, let you take care of this. He didn't find a wife. He found a woman with a bunch of friends. Keeping it real. Love you. Keeping it real. You know what I mean? That heart check. We heart check each other. Brothers, we be hard on each other. You don't even know we be hard. Sisters, y'all, find a wife, study that thing. Get you accountability partner, get you some wise counsel. Understand what a Proverbs 33, Proverbs 31 woman is. Understand it, embodying it, walking it. YouTube sermons, podcasts, study that thing. But don't become obsessed with being a wife. You're a daughter of the king first. Ask him for wisdom. Ask him to turn you into a wife. Things might go haywire. You may not be able to go buy that new iWatch or that new iPhone or that new car because you're getting ready to be a wife. You're learning how to balance. You're ready to be financially efficient. You know what I mean? You gotta get that selfish side of you. It's deep, but it's worth it. Your king is worth it. So be encouraged, sisters. Be encouraged, brothers. Be encouraged. Your good thing is out there. Your good thing is out there. Sisters, that's really, and keep searching. I know you're growing tired, growing weary. Sisters say they ready. You meet a sister, it's like, you ain't ready. Date after date, it's like phone conversation. Your good thing is out there, brothers. Be encouraged. Sisters, the brothers is looking. Be ready. God bless.